Hi, everybody. Give me just a moment. I'm just sharing this. Perfect. Um, I apologize for that. I try to do this while the stream is just starting to pull up, but it takes Facebook such a long time to recognize that I'm live that my countdown is already roughly at about 5 seconds when it pops up for me to be able to share it on Facebook. Um, so yeah, the joys of Facebook. All right. How is everybody? We are going to go over Monday.com on this Monday. Go figure. Um, And this is going to be our first deep dive. 2 weeks ago, we did a live demo um, on um, on Monday.com. Give me just a moment. I am pulling up my tab with my Monday.com. I thought I had it up already, but I just had the initial. There we go. I just had the initial um oh, I can't think of it. The initial tab up. Um so yes. Now we are going to I'm going to refresh my Monday.com because it's not wanting to let me add an item. There we go. Okay. Um, test. All right. So let me switch back over here. I apologize for that. Um, Sadly, not everything always goes as planned. All right. Here is our Monday.com. Let's make it a little bit bigger. Let's move me down to the bottom. I'm trying to make it so that you guys can see everything without having me in the way. Let's see, can I go anywhere? Out. I'm gonna have a hard time seeing. All right. 1 minute. Let me make this smaller again. Sorry, getting it to be the precise size so that you guys have a good view of everything is a little on the difficult side sometimes. So it helps being able to see what you guys see. Um, all right. Now that we have that all figured out, what you guys should be seeing on your screen is my test board. Um, And what we're going to start with is we're going to start with adding tasks. So many of you saw last week or 2 weeks ago, I apologize. Um, how I had used Monday.com's spaces. So this actually is a template from one of their spaces. Um, but you can set up your own sections, your own tables, your own groups. You can adjust. So, maybe you don't want owner there. Um, you can duplicate it. You can take it away. Um, you can, you know what, this would be so much easier if I just did this. There we go. You can come to the end and you can add columns. You could do drop down, status, text, people. You can go to more columns and you'll find tags. You'll find buttons for various different workflows, priority. I really enjoy the priority tab because it allows you to be able to give things a critical deadline. So we will add a priority tab. And I'm actually going to show you guys how to adjust and move it. So you just click and drag. And then I want it placed in between status and timeline. So there we go. Now let's scroll up to task 1. Task 1. Show how to add tasks. And then just simply hitting enter will go ahead and set your status. You can add updates. This is to show a test date. You can add files by going to add a file. So we'll do Facebook ad image. You can add most files that you would potentially need. So here we go. We'll add another file. And this will show you all of the activity log. This is currently not on my plan, but when I upgrade in the future, I will have more access to that. You can assign an owner. I can pick myself or I can pick one of my employees. You can add to the conversation. Every time you add an update, it'll show up right here. What I really enjoy is you can come down here and you can go to expand and you have subtasks. Show everyone subtasks. And then the updates for that will go there as well. And then subtasking. Oops. And again, you can come here, you can put that you're stuck on a task, that you're working on it, that it's done. You can add a due date. I really enjoy the priorities column. The priorities column really lets you get down into the nitty-gritty of where you are in a project. How critical is that for your business to progress at that time? Another thing that I really like is you have the dependent status. Now, again, in my plan, I don't have the dependency, but what you would do with the dependent status is, as you can see here, task 1, task 2, task 3 as my dependent. but I would be able to sit here normally and click what I want it to depend on, milestone planning or whatever. Another thing that I really enjoy is the timeline column. Again, on mine, I don't have the ability to utilize that feature fully, but it, as you can see, will give you a timeline as to how many days is left. You can also come down here, and for each task, your planning, your development, and your launch phase of anything, you're capable of coming here, selecting your future steps. You can even edit the labels. So maybe you're working on it. Maybe you want to put get files, or here, getting files. You can then come and select that. So if you are working for a magazine and you need to, wait on the person that you had just interviewed for a story to send in the images that they want for inside of their story, and maybe they're also the cover, so you're waiting on cover images. Maybe you are also waiting on the advertisers, for that particular page to send in their advertisement because maybe they just updated their branding. This would be a great time to then utilize the Getting Files tab that you just added. I also love how you can input how much planned effort each task is going to take. You can also add a completion date. So whatever day you completed it, or what date you want it to be completed by. And then you can always do the completion status. It should update on its own, depending on what your plan is. And then you can always link it to another goal, or another task within. So maybe you want it to, when you click on it, you want it to go to a particular file. You can set that up as well. You can add text for notes. You can add various drop downs, formulas. You can connect to, oops. You can connect to various platforms. You can use Monday.com documents, timelines, labels. There's a lot of various different features that you can add to it. I do very much enjoy the label function because then you can, add it to like what's done and that type of stuff. Let's see, where is my labels? Manage workspace. I forget where my labels are. I apologize, guys. Did have this figured out as far as that goes. No, I can't remember. Sure, we'll search for it. Hmm. All right. Well, apparently they don't have a way to update the labels. I could have swore I had a way to update it, but it could have just been the board. that I was using. Yeah, I'm not seeing it at the moment. New group of tasks, import tasks. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. That's all right. Another thing that I want to show you while we are within the boards is you can see the tasks that are assigned to you. You can also see your project dashboard. And so what it'll do is it'll track your progress, how much of your percentage is things that is currently being worked on, how much is getting files, future steps, whatever completion that you currently have, whatever center, like whatever projects you're currently showing. So like, say we'll put that as stuck. We'll put this as done. We'll put that as future steps, and we'll put that as working on it. Okay. We're going to put this as low. We're going to put this as medium, and we are going to put this as high. We're also going to put that as critical. All right, so come back here to the project dashboard. And you can see how your task progress has changed. So you're now at 8.3% done, 58.3% future steps, 16.7% working on it, 8.3% stuck, and 8.3% getting files. Resource management will show you what your workload looks like per person that you have on your team. Currently I don't have access to that. But yes, I can filter it by myself. I can filter it by my team member. So let's give Heather a task just so that I can show you a little bit. Main table. So, and we're going to give me. All right. I'm just doing this to show you guys some of the various things that you can do. And I'm on the free plan. So everything that I'm showing you is all stuff that you're capable of doing on the free plan. And now you can see I can filter it by myself and by Heather. So yes, but as you can see, it says feature is not available, but if it was, it would show you what percentage is between me, what percentage is between Heather. So yes, again, this is something that would typically show, it would show you a NAT chart. And so you would be able to see step by step where each project is, about how long it's going to take, and all of that. So again, that's something that's not available on the free plan, but is definitely one of those things that it's very much worth stepping up to the next plan if you have the ability to. Um, fingers crossed that by next week I will have the ability to go back to everything that is available on the plan that I was on. So we'll see. But that is all that I have to show you for today. Um, yeah, I think that's everything. Everything that we're going to go over next week will be dependent on if I have the um my monthly plan purchased or not at that point. Um, but I hope that you all have a great rest of your Monday. I apologize for um any awkwardness. It's been a weird couple of days. Um, and I have just been extra tired, extra overwhelmed, and I've had a lot of doctor's appointments, so that hasn't really helped either. But I hope everybody has a great rest of your Monday. I look forward to seeing you guys on Sunday and Monday this coming week. Um, thank you all for joining me, and take a moment to look over our new website. Now, keep in mind that I am still working on some aspects of our website. But for the most part, it is finished. I just have to add the news and update it with our current events. Um, hopefully I can get that done between today and tomorrow. Um, and I hope everybody has a great rest of your week. I'll see you next week.